Hi guys, Columbius here. Today I'm going to review the Titus Krake Raken V3, the coated Sapphire version. I'm going to do first very fast unboxing because my video got shut down, and after that I'm going to compare the Titus Krake Raken with the with everything else, other versions here, and let's start with unboxing. Obviously, after the comparison, I will also review in details the Krake Raken of Titus and make some tests and flipping, etc. Okay, let's start with the unboxing. As you can see, the box is formed by those things: O-rings, cloth, spare hardware, okay. About the Titus Krake Raken, I already flipped it a bit, so it's not as new as it was. Okay, let's start with the comparison with the first one. Well, I'm here, so I'm going to name all of these before starting the comparison. Okay, here we have the original Krake Raken V3, the Baliplus speed channel trainer, Baliplus 2.5 normal version, but this one is an older version of the 2.5. Then we have the Baliplus Kraken V3 double speed channel, the Armshark Krake Raken trainer, the Blue River Krake Raken V3, the Blue River Krake Raken V3 double speed channel, and the Blue River Titanium Krake Raken V3. And also I decided to compare the Titus Tsunami because it's very similar to a Krake Raken in terms of handles and design. Okay, let's start with the original one and make a comparison. As you can see, it's pretty similar. Differences are on the texture that is deeper on the original one. Probably the coating is the reason why it's not deep as it should be, but I'm not sure. The gap is a bit less. Then about the jimpings are very similar. But not the same. As you can see, the position is a bit different. obviously the sound is different. I mean, it's a trainer, so the balance is also different. And that's pretty much it. Now about the Baliplus trainer version, speed channel version. This is very old, so also here the gap is different. It's similar, but maybe this one is a little bit tinier. I mean narrow. About the texture, the Baliplus is very deep in texture, even deeper than the original Krake Raken. Okay. Now about the Baliplus Krake Raken V3, the glossy one, it's the 2.5 version, glossy one. This is a bit different. The texture is similar, but a bit more deep, similar to the original. And okay, about the comparison. So as you can see, the blade is different, but as they told me, the new version of Baliplus 2.5, it's very similar to the Titus one, this one that I have in hand. So that's something to consider. Now, as you can see, okay, this is also used, so the handle gap, you can see it is that. Now also a little comparison between the handles, because the handles of the 2.5 version, the older one, is smaller. I don't know if you can see, it's smaller and it can be noticed. Okay, maybe a bit of sound test just for reference. Okay. Now, here I have the Baliplus Krake Raken V3 double speed channel version, but as design it's pretty much the same as the normal V3 of Baliplus. So, as you can see, they are very similar. The blade is a bit different, but probably because this Clisong was a bit old than the current versions nowadays. But as you can see, the handles are very similar. I mean, it's difficult to tell even the differences. The gap can be noticed, as you can see this one is smaller, but the handles are likely the same. Okay, difference in jimpings. Position is different. Probably this one is more similar to the original version. Okay, I don't know if jimpings really matters, but I will just do a comparison. Jimpings are pretty much the same in everyone. The only difference maybe it's the sharpness. Okay, this one is different because it is 2.5, so okay, no. Okay, about the arm shark Krake Raken. Okay, so about this one, as you can see, arm shark has a very good tone. It is like very old, but as you can see, the tone is still solid. Depends obviously on how much you flip it, and I don't flip a lot my Balisongs because I always change the Balisong I flip. So another difference, texture are very similar. This one is like a bit more, I don't know. Seriously, they are really like the same, but this one isn't coated, so feels a bit sharp. Main differences, other than the trainer and blade version, is that the handles are different, similar. Okay, the handles are different because the arm shark one is smaller, like thinner, while this one is thicker, and you can feel it while flipping. I will let my opinion on which one is more budget and more value on another video, because I just want to compare Titus with the other ones for reference. Okay, now about the Blue River Krake Raken, very similar. Handles also are similar, but Blue River one has these handles in sides similar to the arm shark version. Okay, sound test. Okay, let's hear again the sound test of Titus, so you can hear the difference with the others. I just oiled all of them, so to make a fair comparison. Okay, now okay, I just made an unboxing of this one for the comparison. So okay, this one is a double split channel, so it's similar to the previous Krake Raken inside. Also on jimpings, blade is different. There's some quality issue here, but I will talk about it on another video. Now, the handle gap similar. The handles are thinner on the Blue River one. Don't know if you can notice, but there's a tiny bit of difference. Sharper texture, similar to Ormshark one, but not sharp as Baliplus. Baliplus has the most sharpest texture of every Kraken clone. Jimpings, as you can see, similar but not the same position. Okay, now Blue River Titanium Kraken. I don't know why, but just compare it very fast. Blue River Titanium Kraken is very thin respect to a Kraken. As you can see, jimpings also a different position. If you want just to compare to the Blue River origin normal Kraken V3, as you can see. Okay, now the sound test. Very, very quiet. It's one of the most quiet bison I ever flipped. Okay, last comparison, and after that we're going to review the Titus Kraken. Okay, I decided to make this comparison because the Titus Kraken and also maybe the touch times the Titus Tsunami and the touch time Tsunami, they are made in a very different way respect to the original Tsunami, and this design is probably similar to the Kraken, as you can see, just to make you understand that instead of Kraken you can also get a Titus Tsunami or touch times Tsunami, because it's very, very similar. And flips with a very, very neutral balance. Just to make you notice that jimpings are nearly useless. Texture are different. Handle gap. Okay, but as you can see, the dimensions are very, very similar. Some fast sound test. is a difference because the sound has a ring to it, as you can hear, and also feels like light. Okay, other details will be discussed on another video, like the video called the most budget Krake Raken, but not in this one. Okay, now I will change position, so I will review the Titus one. Here I am again. So let's start about the review of Titus Krake Raken V3, even if Clisong calls it Krake Raken V 2.5, I don't know why. But oh yes, there's something I need to tell you about the Titus Krake Raken V, because Clisong told me that this one is the same version as the Cold Blade one. I mean, they arrive from the same factory, and the only difference is the brand name, because Cold Blade has a brand name on its packages, and due to that it costs more than Titus one, but they are from the same manufacturer. Okay, that said, we can start the review. Okay, about the tune of I showed you before. The tune of the Titus Krake Raken is the same as the Baliplus Krake Raken. I don't know how the camera is oriented, so but it's pretty much the same. I think it's like 7 out of 10, because it's not like perfect, but at least it's standard without issues. In fact, here I have the Baliplus one, as you can see, pretty much the same. Like okay, maybe a bit more okay, but you know, the Baliplus maybe has improved over these years, so pretty much the same. About the flippability, okay, how does this thing flip? I can say that this Krake Raken flips like very good. There's absolutely no problem in flipping performances. It's consistent, you can do as I was saying, you can do every trick without problems, and that's pretty much it. The only issue of this version I have in hand is the coating. The coating has adds more handle biasness to the handles respect to the blade. Something else to say is that the blade, yes, let's talk about the blade, the Sapphire blade. The Sapphire blade is very rough, and you can feel it's abrasive, a little bit abrasive, because if you try to move like around on it, it stops you respect to like a metal version. As you can see, you can move in a very fast way. Why? This one, it's abrasive, and it makes you stop. In fact, for tricks like chaplin that touches the blade, it feels like it will stop you in some way, so it's a bit abrasive, I can say. And also the blade spine is similar to the real one, but not the same. I don't know if you can see it, but difference is noticeable. Here is slimmer and it's abrasive, while the original is metal, so you can move very fast. That's something I just wanted to tell you guys, and that's pretty much it. I just do a bit of flipping to show you how it flips. Okay, talking also about the handles. Yes, the handles have some issue. I mean, this version has some issue because it has coating. I don't know how it is the normal version without coating, but with the coating the Clisong gets, as I said, a bit more of handle biasness. And another factor is the grippiness with also the texture. The texture is more like shallow caused by this coating. And another thing that I need to say is that the coating feels grippy only if you have like a bit of wet hands. But if you have like very dry hands, it slips very much, like it's made of plastic or something. It's the same feeling like as plastic if you try to move around it with dry hands. It slips very much. But if you have wet hands, you can grip it a lot. So it's like a very different feeling that you can feel between without coating and with coating version. Okay. Now, something else to say. Yes, the balance. The balance of Titus Kraken 3, it's pretty much the same as the other Tanto versions of the other clones. Maybe it's a bit handle biased because of the coating, but I think it's pretty much the same. Obviously it's different in other clone versions, I mean with a bit of difference with other clone versions, such as the Blue River Krake Raken, which has a different feeling. In balance, I don't know how to explain it, but they are similar but not the same. In fact, this one is less handle biased and more to neutral, probably because it's thinner and also hasn't coating. So that's why, due to this balance, it keeps more momentum, I think, for movements and etc. Okay. About the sound, as you hear, it's very crispy. The nuttiness is there's a bit of nuttiness, but not too much. I mean, as you can hear, it's very crispy. It nearly feels like there's ring, but it's all the crispiness. Okay, talking about the quality. About the quality, I think it's the same as Baliplus. It's like pretty much the same. You can feel it by touching it and flipping it I can't notice any differences in quality. Like, seems that they have even the same way of doing things, but I don't know. There are some blemishes, especially in tuning, and also, like, I don't know, in quality of material. Like, you can feel it, it's not premium as a blue leather version, don't know why, but that's the feeling of you get when you flip it and get it on your hands. Yes, something that I have to make you notice, that the texture also on the lateral sides are present, and they are likely the same as the original one. That's something to notice, because the blue Rivera doesn't have it. Why this Titus have it, and it's very strange. While on Arm Shark one, it's like I don't know, also not present. Baliplus has it, and that's it. The quality is like standard, and you can flip it for a lot, I think, until it breaks. I already flip it like for maybe a week, and as you can see, it's still keeping it very strong. Okay, the price it's different based on what version you choose. This costs more than the others, but the price range is about $35.88 to $60. So I think that's pretty much a good price, because as you can see in the market, something like this, it's like one of the most budget Kraken clones if you get the cheaper version. And in fact, that's why, as a value respect to the dollar you spent, I just give it like 9.5 out of 10, because if you get the cheapest version of this Kraken, you can really get a good performing product with standard quality without issues for a very good price. So it has insane value for the price. About the tier of this Clisong, I gave it an S rank, like S tier, because I mean, I think it's like in the first position of the budget clones I ever flipped, because like $36 for, I don't know, the trainer or the reblade version for something like this, and you can flip it and feel it as the same as Baliplus. I mean, it's like a very good bargain. So overall, I recommend this Clisong to everyone that wants to get a very budget Krake Raken clone as a false edge and live version, but maybe also the trainer, because if it's the same as the Baliplus version, I mean, the flip's really good. And if you get like a spin channel version, I mean, Titus doesn't have a spin channel version, but if you get like the flow version, Titus flow Krake Raken version, the performance will increase, because the spin channel just makes it lighter and faster to flip, and I think they just increase performance in flipping. And so overall, I think if everyone that wants to get a false edge version in the most budget way possible, you should just get something of Titus. But as a spoiler, if you want to get something different, something with more quality, the most budget with quality, I think it's the Krake Raken version. This has insane quality and flips very good. It's really similar to the real one, and also the tone is great. This is probably the most quality value as a Kraken trainer if you have like a bit more budget. While for the live blade, I mean the false edge or live blade version, you get like a Blue River one, because it's really insane in tone and also quality material, I think, and I think it's like similar to Arm Shark but with a blade on it. So that's it's a spoiler for next video about Kraken. Okay, see you on the next video.